Big up this guy called Mikhail, aka Opium Hum. He posted this. I think he's the same person that posted the thing about Bambi. Basically taking the piss out of this guy. The caption says main character syndrome is killing DJ culture, and it features a dude playing on Whore, the toilet DJ live streaming platform thing. And as he's playing, he does something very, very interesting and unexpected. So as you can see there, as he's playing, as he's doing a transition, he does a backflip, a full backflip, knees tucked, hands, at the back of his knees, and then he continues playing. I personally think that's quite sick. I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with this Mikhail guy, that this is main character syndrome. I really do think this is kind of fun. This is kind of cool. I would fucking go crazy if I was in a rave somewhere and the DJ that I was seeing, watching, playing, somehow busted into a fucking random, unexpected backflip mid-mix. You know what I mean? Mid-transition. Don't get me wrong. Are the tunes any good? Not the best. Not something I would be interested in. But I do like the fact that he's trying to put on a show, because more often than not, these days, especially with a lot of professional DJs, there's a lot of like being too cool for school behind the booth. There's something inherently, I think, corny about being a DJ, especially if you're over the age of like 19, right? Being proud to walk around and call yourself a DJ is incredibly, incredibly lame. It should never be regarded as a very cool thing to do. It's very loserish, right? To be somebody of a grown age, over the age of 19, and be proudly saying you're a DJ. So if you are going to be a DJ, I think the most you can do, or the best thing you can do, the least you can do actually, is to put on a show for the people watching. Don't just stand there looking all glum, looking all sad, wearing your all black clothing, just staring down at the fucking decks, looking at the mixer, not making eye contact with the people dancing, not even dancing yourself, acting like you just want to go back to your hotel and rail a bunch of fucking lines with some random girls from fucking Switzerland and shit. No, at least pretend and act like you're having a good time. At least pretend and act like you want to perform and play, because a lot of us, myself included, you kind of got into DJing because you were a raver first. Because you're on a dance floor going crazy. You loved being on that dance floor. You loved having a fucking good time. And then over a period of time, you might realize, you might think to yourself, hey, I want to put on a rave. Oh, you know what? I want to get behind the booth. Or I want to work in the industry. That's how it usually starts. So I never understand how these DJs who start from that place get to the level, work really hard, where they become professional DJs, where they get to play in these famous clubs, famous festivals, and they just stand behind the decks looking very sad, looking very glum, being too cool for school, having that, ego, fucking big time aura shit. Like, allow it. Enjoy yourself, man. Let loose. Have a bit of fun. Be a bit silly. And on this particular thing, in this particular instance, this particular guy, I think this is the best place to do it, because this is a DJ live stream. And the caption's fucking amazing. He says he trained for 3 months. I love that. I love that he was at home somewhere, wherever he's from, in his country, or in his room, wherever he may be based, learning to do backflips. I love that he was on YouTube breaking down how to do backflips, figuring out, like, the technique is fucking so on point. He was figuring out how to do backflips, so the day that he played on Whore, he could show out and he could improve and he could prove to everybody out there that he could do a fucking backflip. That's fucking cool. I really like that. So big up this kid. I don't know who you are, but I love to see it, and I wish more DJs would have more fun behind the booth. Not everyone needs to do a fucking backflip, but I love the fact that you're at least trying to put on a show for the fans watching, especially on the DJ live stream platform. I think these platforms are already kind of boring anyway to watch. They're maybe not that bad to listen to, but they're kind of boring to watch, myself included, because you're just standing behind a deck playing tunes. So if you're going to play, at least put on a fucking show. And this guy, he put on a show. He put on one hell of a show. So big up him. Big up him.